Hey, welcome back, everybody. Listen, we're not crazed enough this time of year. The phone rings, you drop everything, you go to answer it, and you find out it's one of those robo calls. There is something you can do about that. Attorney Kenneth Hiller is back with us to talk about what can be done. Good morning. It's nice to have you here.
Good to be here.
And while you were waiting, you had two.
I did. I got two of them.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right. So more than a nuisance, when is it time to take action for robocalls?
If they won't stop calling you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, many places, if you hit reply and put an N, or they give you an option to press 2 if you don't want them anymore. I mean, that's one call maybe. But if they keep calling you, and there are certain callers who will keep calling you, and you get, say, more than 10 or 20, that's when you should take action.
Oh, sometimes they're calling because they tell you false information.
Yes.
You know, that makes you want to call them back.
Right. They try to entice you to something. You know, free trips,
right,
that sort of thing. I get one about, are you in chronic pain? You know, I have no idea where they got my number. They've probably called me about 20 times. I'm sure everybody out there in the listening audience gets them as well. You
have to be careful, too, whether they're calling you or even online, people who are telling you that you owe them money.
Yes, debt collectors do it quite a bit, and we have a very vibrant practice suing debt collectors who just robocall the heck out of people. It used to be, in the old days, the way they would collect debts is harass people. They would call your boss, they would call your neighbor. They still do that a little bit, but the new way is just to ring your phone off the hook. And if you have not consented to those calls, they're liable. You know, and you know who they are because they're identifying themselves.
Right. Is it difficult to track down some of these robocalls to bring action against them?
That is a real challenge. You want to, in some cases, you want to answer and find out who they are. Like, you can call and say, hey, yeah, I'm interested in that trip. Do you have a website? You know, what's the name of your company? Try to get information. Sometimes they'll just hang up on you. You can put the phone number in quotes and put it in Google, and you'll probably see other people are getting the call too, and you can get some information that way.
So really, it takes some coordinated effort from your staff to search this down. But I'm sure you already have a lot of these people on record, and you can get right to it. And I'm sure once you start that process, they immediately leave you alone.
Once you sue them, whoa, that stops it.
Right.
I get a robocall from a preacher. He says, you know, if I don't call him, the gates of hell are awaiting me.
No way.
I mean, so you get robocalls from almost anybody.
Oh my gosh. The good news here, folks, is that you don't have to live with it. You have recourse, and the offices of Kenneth Hiller, they are experts in tracking this down. So if you have had enough, you actually can have the law on your side, and you can actually go ahead and prosecute these people. I love it. The law offices of Kenneth Hiller, they're there to help you. Go ahead and log on today or give them a call. You can log on to kennethhiller.com.